YouTubes. It's me again, Tracy. Just want to give you guys a shout out on the holiday season. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time. Get excited. It's been about 2 weeks since I last spoke to you guys, and a lot's been going on. Got a lot of new recipes and a lot of new things that I'm working on. I did notice that I lost a little bit of weight. I was able to get into one of my new dresses from last year. So it's a stretchy dress, so it looks better on than maybe 2 months ago when I was looking crazy pregnant. I did try another dress that I got and I was wearing like around last year too, and that one's not fitting yet. But we're getting there. So just to let you guys know what's going on. So I went to church today, and I would love to tell you what my pastor was talking about in church because it was so amazing, and it's something that we all go through. And the sermon was on patience. Patience is not an easy thing. And one of the main points he made in regards to patience is that we need to be patient with people because God was and is patient with us. How patient has God been? You know, He turned our lives to get us where we are, to turn our lives around and focus on Him, to show Him that, you know, what we were doing in the past wasn't good, but He didn't strike us down. He was just waiting for us to get back on the right path and then being back in love with Him, you know? And so that's what we have to think about when we're driving on the highway and somebody cuts us off and, you want to cut them off and go back and forth, you know? It's just not worth it. It's not worth it because he also mentioned that just like how you have your clothes cleaned in the washing machine, there's something called the agitator in the machine. Now, if you just put your clothes in water with soap, it's not gonna get clean, right? You need to put that like agitation in the clothes in order to get your clothes clean. So it's kind of like what God is doing with us. He works through people to agitate us, to frustrate us, to hate us, to get us angry, so we can get to the next level, you know? Because if everything was always fine and dandy, we would just fall into a world of complacency and just, there just wouldn't be any real life to it. We gotta have love for our haters. Because what he also mentioned was that our friends cannot heal us or help us in the way our enemies can. That is some deep stuff right there. And when I heard it, I was like, I'm thinking about all those people in the past, present, in the future that's going to be hating or that has hated or that will hate, all these people have been hating on me and making my life hard. I would just want to like get back at them. But then he was going in a passage in Saul, and it was about Saul, and it was Samuel, chapter 24, about how Saul was hating on David. And then finally, God put the enemy in David's hands. Saul was right there. And Saul could have just blasted him easily. Even the friends in the caves was like, yo, let me just take out Saul right now. I'll just hit him once and bam, he won't even feel it. And he won't get up again. But what did David say? He said, no. Let the first person, like Jesus, let the first person who has a son sinned cast the first stone. We can't hit somebody or we can't do bad to somebody because two wrongs don't make a right. And that's what people gotta understand, yo. God is all about love. And it was just so amazing because it went back to that patience thing. People gonna be in our life trying to make us miserable. We gonna want to kill them. And you know what? At some point, sorry again, God is gonna put that person in your hands. And when he puts that enemy in your hands, what are you gonna do? Make them feel bad? Smack them up? Shoot them? Kill them? You know? Because if you do something like that, believe me, it's not gonna be worth it. What God does is testing people's character. He tests your character in order to find out where you are and where you can be. Like, let's say you want to make $1 million. Well, God is not going to give you $1 million if you're not able to handle $100. That's what my pastor said. And it's totally true. So we need to have love for these people that's hating us, because like in the washing machine, if we don't have that agitation, we're not going to get clean. And God, he will work through our haters to affect us, to find out our moral character and to teach us a lesson. So let's just think about that. You know, that's something that's so deep. And it's wonderful too, because it just shows God's love for us. Just to show him and to show us that we're there and we're one with each other. And it just enforces that love one another and love your brother, even though they hating on you. Because believe me, yo, when Jesus said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do," it's true. These people that's hating and that's doing crazy stuff to us and treating us bad, they don't know what they doing. You may think that they know, but they don't know what they doing, because if they knew the real reason that we here on this earth, they wouldn't be doing the madness that they doing now, because this world is madness, yo. Madness. But there's a way to escape the madness, to read our Bible. And I'm guilty of not reading it all the time, but I gotta force myself to get back into reading the Word, reading the Bible, because it's the only way to bring sanity in this insanity. Because this world is an insaneness, yo. It's an insane in the membrane. So let's ponder on that a bit and bring love back to the world. Love and peace, because that's what this world was made for love and peace, not hating on people. But guess what? Those haters out there, they doing us a favor, because they just making us stronger and bringing us to the next level, to be in favor with God and the Most High. So, just had to get that out the way, because I'm telling you, that sermon was so amazing. It was so powerful that I really needed it, because when I first mentioned about that cutting somebody off and bam, bam, bam on the highway, that was me. I cut somebody off, but when I cut somebody off, it's on accident. I didn't do it on purpose. Mind you, I just been driving a year. So the guy took it to heart and then cut me off. And then the only thing in my head was like, oh, I'm gonna cut this dude off and go all kinds of ways. And I did it. I was able to thread my way through the traffic and bam. And all I was thinking about was, I hope he saw me just zoom past him. I hope he just saw me zoom past him. But guess what? After like 5 minutes, he cut me off. And I was like, all right, fine. But when he cut me off, I was like, nostrils flaring. But then I cut him off. And when I cut him off again, you know, it was like, okay, I cut him off, I won. But really, what is this really worth? Cutting somebody off on it's like, it's not even worth it. It's really not worth it. All I'm doing is trying to get home. That's it. I'm not trying to race nobody on the highway and put my life at risk. So let's focus on patience, everybody. I'm going to be doing the same thing. If you could like focus on the patience, people going to hate on you, that's okay. Just smile like, hey, you're just making me stronger. You know, that's okay. And I got nothing but love for you. And he also said that sometimes you're going to have people that is going to be haters for life. And you will not be able to work with these people. That's when you just got to distance yourself away from them. Distance yourself. You don't gotta be around them. You can pray for them. And that's it. But you don't want to be around a lot of negative people either, because that just wastes your time and bring you down. So I pray for all y'all out there in YouTube land, and thanks be to God, because God is wonderful and Jesus is amazing. And the only way we can get to God is through Jesus. So remember, everybody, let's root for Jesus, because we're on his team. Yay! Okay, so that out of the way, let me tell you what I've been up to these last 2 weeks. Spoke to my cousin again in Georgia, and she recommended something called Yogi tea. Yogi tea is a great tea. It energizes and supports as well a dieting program. And the way it works is that it takes away your hunger. It takes away the hunger and it gives you kind of like an energy boost. And it's just good. It's good to drink tea. I like drinking tea too. And it has a great taste. It's the one I have actually is blueberry. She says blueberry backwards, so it's really good. And I went on Amazon because she told me about it, and I bought like 8 boxes of this yogi tea. I thought it was gonna be 8 packages, like little individual tea sachets, but it was actually 8 boxes, so it's gonna last me a good while. Okay, after yogi tea, I would drink this in the morning time, or when I want a snack or anything like that. I drink a yogi tea. I also got this one thing over here too. It's called 30-Day Diet. And it's supposed to give you energy too, and it's a fat burner, and it says you're gonna lose like 30 pounds in 30 days. And I feel that this actually is doing something to me. I take 2 in the morning, and I noticed that I did slim down here. The stomach is like kind of gone, and like I feel like, I am fitting into a lot of my clothes, because my clothes in my closet is like a roller coaster. So we have size 36, French sizes, 36 all the way to a 44. So right now I can fit like the 44 and the 42. I can't get into the 40 yet. So I'm trying to get down there. And that's going to take some more time, but we're going to get there together. So that worked. And she also told me about this other thing that I've been taking also, instead of eating chicken. But let me tell you, people, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been cheating. I had some bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll. I did it. And somebody offered me a hamburger and I took it. But that's okay. We can't get mad. Look, it happens, and just move on and continue the diet. But she gave me this to help me. This is the raw meal. This is like what is in those GNC stores. All the jocks eat like proteins and all that protein weird stuff. So this should give you an idea. It's this powder, and you're supposed to put like 2 scoops into water and drink it. It could be in water or in juice. And you drink it, and it's supposed to make you full, and it's very healthy because it's nothing but raw minerals. It's raw, vegan, organic, gluten-free, dairy-free, lactose-free, no fillers, no isolates, no synthetic nutrients, no artificial sweeteners, okay. So that's good too, and it helps keep you full and healthy. And you know what? I like the taste. It's pretty good. It's like it tastes kind of like oatmeal. Something like that. Okay? So there's the yogi tea, there's a raw meal that I've been doing, and there's also, okay, I got this because I remember back in 1990s, there was something called like this pill that you take it and then makes your stomach get bigger and you don't have to eat. Bullshit. I've been taking this. It's called Full Diet Expands, right? And I've taken it and I don't feel full. And you're supposed to take 3 before you eat, 45 minutes. Get exactly what it says. and I don't feel full. Maybe my stomach is too big, and maybe I need to take like 6 of those. But I'm not trying to take 6 of those. I'm taking 3. They say take 2, 3. I guess of these pills twice a day. 3 pills 2 times a day, and you'll feel full. I know one thing that when I did take it, I felt hungry. So I don't know if I'm gonna be messing with this anymore because it's like messing my diet plans up. Okay, um, so that's the things I've been taking, and I've been messing around with this stuff. It's called quinona. This is my friend Charlene told me about. It's like couscous, but it's not. And actually, just to be honest, I got this today, so I'm gonna try to make it work and see how it tastes and see if I can flavorful it up. If that makes sense. And I'm gonna share with you today a little recipe or a recipe that I did in the past, and it's another salad recipe, and it is African as well. I love African food. When I was living in France, I had a lot of African people, cook, and I was around them a lot, and I love their food, and their food is amazing. One reason why I got like, bam, but it's worth it. It's totally worth to get fat off of African food because I feel like I don't regret nothing because the food is so good. So, the salad that I learned was it's called a cucumber egg tomato salad. So you get yourself a big like one of those tin type of containers that you would put like a turkey in or something like that. Get some cucumbers, cut them up, peel them all over and cut them up. Then also you're going to want to cut up your tomatoes. Trying to remember this. Uh, then you're gonna want to boil. Well, you're gonna boil some eggs in the process of putting the stuff all together. So once the eggs are boiled, you're gonna cut up your eggs into slices. Not slices, but they cut them in fours. One like that. Yeah. So they cut them in fours and they put them all inside. They put a little oil, also olive oil, and after the olive oil, they took something is called. You're probably familiar with this. If not, you can find it at your local grocer or gourmet type of supermarket. One moment, baby G, why are you barking? Okay, baby G, you want to say hi? You're gonna get Maggi cubes. Maggi cubes are little bouillon cubes that have flavor. Now you're gonna want to get the chicken one, and you're gonna want to get or actually use the box is usually like this big. Take like maybe 8, 9 of those Maggi cubes, bang them up together, bang them up until it's like a powder, and then once you got everything together and banged up, you're going to put it inside the salad. You'll mix it all together. And it's ready. Very good, very quick and simple, and very flavorful. And that's what I like my food to be. I like my food to taste good. So I'm gonna do this recipe today after I finish my herring because I love herring. Um, and the recipe that I'm gonna do today is salmon with quinoa, kale, olives, onion, mushrooms, and maybe I'll make a side of tostones, porque tú sabes, me gustan los tostones. And that's it. So I'm gonna make that today for dinner, and I'm gonna share it with you tomorrow, cause today's Saturday. So, I think that's all for today. I want to make sure that you guys got the first message in this video. It's very, very important. And now I'm going to put on the music, and you know what that means. I'm going to speak to you later.